Hi everybody, we're back and we're taking a short break from the caving with beef episodes, just so you don't overdose on caving, to talk about the progress on the cathedral. As you can see from this shot, I've built a bit more. Let's bring the old crosshairs back. But a gap there I need to fill in once I've decided how wide that's going. We've got the big end window in. This is the roof line. I'm umming and ahhing at the moment whether to keep this roof line as is or whether to make a small tower there. Might square it off. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This is all very much a work in progress. Things will change. Experiments are going on. Like this tower here, these slots will probably go. I put in steps, first facing left then right, then left then right. So it had a single square hole. So alternating zigzagging up, and that looked crap too. So I took that out. I took out the wall because the wall didn't look right. I might put a line of smooth stone up there. I don't know. It's just we're limited at the moment. Anyway, as we come around here, you'll see I've got a little pointy bit on the roof there. I sorted that out, and as I discussed in the last video when we were talking about the cathedral, is this end piece. I've moved the window across it. It's a little more symmetrical. Sorted out the roof. The trouble is, this curved bit here, this wall was triple thick, like most of the walls are, which obviously shoved everything over this way, because this wall here is single thickness because it doesn't have a window in it, so it doesn't need to be thick. So what I did, which got my little bit of drain pipe, what I did is I cut back this wall. Basically, it doesn't need to be triple thick anywhere other than here, but obviously it needs to still maintain that curve inside. So I cheated a little bit. Managed to move it all over. We've got buttons along the edge here as some sort of just an architectural feature, really. As we know, we are limited somewhat in what we can do architecturally with the blocks, so that gives quite a nice effect, I think, and I will probably propagate that around the rest of the building at some point, up here and something like that. I've changed this end slightly as well. It's looking a little more castle-y now, which is not an intention. Taking out this step, I've decided that this half slab floor is going to go, mainly because of the doorways. It really doesn't work, and mainly because we're limited in what we can do with the floors with half slabs, whereas with full blocks we can put all manner of pretty patterns on the floor. I was just playing around here. We can have sort of like stone along the edge and then something else in the middle here, what have you. But anyway, looking up, it's all quite dark in there because we have put a roof on. Oh yeah. Dogs are going to get killed. I'm sick of them. We look up here. You see we've got the upper windows, the end window. I'm generally quite happy with that. It's a bit dark because of the way that Minecraft plays with the lighting. Do something like that. I'm sort of umming and ahhing about taking out some pillars. Every other arch, but it's bloody dogs in the way. It's a bit of a problem. If we come back round here, boink. This is going to get a very technical blog. We've got our buttresses up here, flying buttresses. buttress is going to be every 2 pillars. So the next one is due here, basically. Blammo. Oops. There. So I was thinking I could take out, like, keep that pillar, take out that pillar, keep that, take out, keep that, but then we have to take this one out. And that just will not... I suppose it could work if we put another one in there. Because, you know, originally we were having this gap here, but I'm going to cover this up like I've done on this one. So, actually that might work. It's a pain in the arse digging these arches out, but then I don't have to make so many on the rest of the building, so that could work. Bloody sun's going down already. So yes, let's go upstairs, shall we? Why not? Up the stairs. Now, this obviously goes up to the roof. This room here, I was toying with the idea of splitting this into another floor. I may yet. This staircase sucks, but there's little option at the moment. This takes us round to under the big end window. We've got these little porthole windows to look out of, which do occur in proper cathedrals. Not necessarily in the same place, not necessarily in the same way, but ooh, it is a real feature. Here we can see the big window above the roof. So yes, what I may do is bring this wall I'm standing on along here, fill this in, as we will see over there. Well, that might work out quite well actually. And this spiral staircase goes back down to where we were before. Pop through here, under the window. This is all work in progress over here. So this is a little room. Sun's going down. Let's sort this out while we can. Again, it's an I don't really know what to do with area. So you've got the roof over there, but it's too low to walk under, really. So I thought we could put this room in. I'm just thinking about putting some windows in here. I was over at Kirkstall Abbey this afternoon having a look at their windows, and funnily enough, they're not. These upper ones aren't lined up with the lower ones, so they're a bit more haphazard with their building. Let's go to bed, and we can get up and carry on in the daylight. Or is it 9 minutes? Just checking my time. So we've got a door out here under the buttresses. There was one here, but I took it down because it was in the wrong place, so I need to make some more. This is really annoying because you've got to make it the same as that one, and then I'm going to have to duplicate it on the other side, which is going to be a major pain in the arse. It means you have to write down lots of numbers. You can't quite get the nice curves that you should have. Actually, I might... Oh, bum. I might take that out there, just to make it a little more... I was thinking taking... I was taking it out here. Yes, it was too thick here. I'm going to make it one thick. So that's something I did. But again, you see, you knock these things up, and then you look at it, and then you think that doesn't look right, and then you change it. And this is all very much a work in development. Pop up here and have a look at the roof. It's big. So yes, I might square this up make it a little tower. It's tricky because it's going to have a big ass tower in the middle, but we'll see. And obviously we're rushing against time because when 1.8 comes out, if you don't already know, you're not listening to Good's Let's Plays, we will be scrubbing the map when 1.8 comes out and starting afresh. So, you know, we need to get these things done, really. Here along here we've got all these windows, and again we'll get to this point where it'll fork off over there. Fork off, that wasn't a rude word. So we'll probably have another staircase, or set it, maybe a ladder down here into the middle of one of these pillars. Just as a little escape route, and carry it on. So that's where we are at the moment. I will do some more build footage soon. I've got to get all the caving vids off of my hard drive first. I keep doing big builds and thinking I should have recorded that. But one other thing we've got going. Oh, bloody spiral staircase is gone forever. We still got time? Yep, just about. Come on, down we go. Back down to the slime pits. Rebuilt it somewhat down here. This trap you can find in the videos section of the forums. It's beautifully done, absolutely beautifully done. What we've got is sort of steps there, 2 steps, and this, and so the slime spawn here. Any bigger than 2 by 2 they pop and they fall in here and they just sweep up this beautifully. They don't get stuck, they just float along like a little conveyor belt, and then they drop down that hole. Oopsies, just like I'm about to do. Come on. I'm going to make a second layer to this, which is why that staircase is there. And then they float along the water, blah de blah de blah, and end up in this drowning trap here. And this drowning trap has a 1 square all the way around the bottom, so the 2 by 2s split, and then the 1 by 1s get channeled off, and they come down here into this drowning pit and drown. That's what they should do. What they actually do is come down here and then somewhat glitch in the stone and end up bouncing about like this, which is quite annoying. Originally I had them coming up the ladder, but that didn't work either, so you do what you can. So there you go. Oh, while I remember, I had to, well, while I was in here I discovered a zombie in a cave, which turned out to be a sodding massive cave complex. Here, I've had to block it in because of the floor below. So we have to go back and clear that out at some point, and that will probably be another caving video as well, because it is so highly populated up there, it's ridiculous. So that's something to look forward to. Yay! Alright, that'll do. Running out of time. Thank you, YouTube. I'll speak to you guys later on.